Good afternoon and welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Subla Kangabam. In the top stories we have, if the 22-year-old Manipur Public Libraries Act is not going to be translated into action, it had better be rescinded, asserts Manipur Library Association. The news in detail. The 22-year-old Manipur Public Libraries Act has not been turned into practice till today, thus depriving the library-hungry people of the state of their rights to the benefits that a library can even provide. The Manipur Public Libraries Bill was passed on August 1 of 1988 in the Manipur Legislative Assembly, and the then President of India, Shankar Dayal Sharma, gave his assent to the bill in 1993. Thus, the bill became an act, but the act has not been turned into practice till date. Meanwhile, Manipur Library Association Mala has demanded that if the act is not going to be turned into practice, it had better be withdrawn. A press release of the association stated that the status of library in Manipur is so backward. Library is the source of all wisdom and knowledge, but the people of Manipur are not getting any benefit of library. There are not proper rooms for reading at the central library. The furniture kept in the so-called reading rooms are not attractive enough for the reading public. The candidates who are going to appear in the various competitive examinations are facing a lot of inconveniences as there are no separate reading rooms for them. The Mala is demanding full cooperation of all the libraries in the hills and the valley. Most of the schools in Manipur do not have library. It is very astonishing that those who are responsible for education, higher or lower, are saying that a school would become good by appointing a librarian where there is no library at all, and also that good students could be produced by posting librarian at a school where there is no library. Mala has demanded that the Manipur Public Libraries Act be turned into practice at the earliest. A quiz competition cum prize distribution function was held at Purairomba Youth Club ground, Bamon Kampu today. The competition was organized by the club for the students who succeeded in class 10 and 12 examination held recently. Zilla Parishad member of Bamon Kampu, Pradhan, former chairman of the club, and many persons attended the prize distribution function. Prizes were distributed to the winners who won the competition in 3 categories by the dignitaries present at the function. Former Minister Bijoy Koijam today inaugurated a newly dug public pond at Uchekon Kuno and handed over the same to the residents of the area. The inaugural function, organized by Uchekon Kuno Public Pond Construction Committee, was held at the hall of Social Youth United Club. Pradhan of the areas, members of construction committee and many people attended the inaugural function. Speaking at the function, Bijoy Koijam said, the hardship faced by the locals will be somewhat relieved as the public pond is being inaugurated today. He also appealed to the locals to look after the pond and use it as their own property. On the 25th day of the Festival of Short and Documentary Films, which were either shown at National or International Film Festival, jointly organized by the ISTV Network and the Cine Directors Guild Manipur, a film entitled Singnaba of B.M. Sanju will be telecast on ISTV Sangai channel today. The film will be telecast at 7:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. on this channel. The film will be repeat telecast at 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. tomorrow on the same channel. MLA of Andhra Assembly constituency T.H. Shyam Kumar has said that he will take up the matter of wrong lessons in textbooks published by the SERT in the session of Manipur Legislative Assembly and demand befitting punishment to those involved. He said this to media person during the inspection of the ongoing construction of various government schools in the constituency. Azad Higher Secondary School, Yairipok, Poirau Khongzil High School and Top Sinta Primary School were inspected by the MLA. Shyam Kumar said, even though the government doesn't pay attention to the government schools, the center has provided a lot of facilities, especially for the minority students of the state. The facility provided should be used in the right manner so that the funding could be continued. He further said, construction of residential school and hostel in Andro Assembly constituency is almost at the finishing stage. Azad Higher Secondary School is under construction. As of now, the class will be conducted at Top Sinta High School from July 6 onwards, he said.
OBC and general girl hostel. The Azad campus is already Muslim minority hostel. The boys hostel under construction. The music the science, commerce, arts system homo hangi, adu session July tang to the Horon, Monday Mitagi. Music Nasagi more than nearly 200 students admitted. Numsaledo. Adu was actually the Quina, Manibugo Menazu, arrangement Tori, Aduga Quaisat, well trained qualified teachers, Quina, development organization and Rokendrana, Magi Tonga, no one up to Niagazo, Quay was Aduque, Atopa. MLA
Shyam Kumar said, it is very shameful for the experts of SERT that Manipuri Students Federation MSF has claimed that physics and biology textbooks prescribed for class 12 by the Council of Higher Secondary School need urgent review and subsequent improvement. This will misguide the student's career in the wrong direction. He will take up the matter in the assembly session. Befitting punishment should be given to those involved, he asserted.
Manipur gi Labor Council born low was put syllabus mamse, Manipur, Tambirano. Title number 2. I have a panda qualifier was at the print of Namalazi, high university. High dedicated only talking. Of course, Emily by the top tabane. Emily by the top tabane. And we like number they talked down, a propose at or a hand time, a propose on a print of Tamni, a press print on Tamane. I think the liable Lambi Shamba, Sorok Shamba, the quiz, a sober Shamba. And I get them black, that's where the city must see Poraka, Levax, fellow have never. She didn't quina, she did Togana. I think the quick compromise of wherever. She we cannot compromise. Compromise to watch the calculate ever. Put up the city of Quina, book to jail Tambaya City. She live in prison Tambaya never.
The Indian women's doubles pair of Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Ponnappa has clinched the 2015 Canada Open title after beating the Netherlands pair of Yvonne Musken and Selena Pick 21-19, 21-16 in the final on Sunday. The first game of the match proved to be an extremely tight affair as both the pairs have gave their all right till the end. But the Indian duo kept their nerves and won the crucial points to eventually come up on top. In the second game, Gutta and Ponnappa raced to an early 5-0 lead and then further built it to 15-6. It looked all overall by that time, but the Netherlands pair came back strong and won 9 consecutive points. The game was tight at 15-15, but once again Gutta and Ponnappa played to their strength from there and sealed the game 21-16 to seal the title. A week-long awareness program in connection with the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, organized by Narcotic Affairs Bureau, Nirvana Foundation Imphal, Maitay Laimarol Sinaisang, and Indian AIDS Consortium, was inaugurated at the office complex of Indian AIDS Consortium, North AOC today. Representative of NAB, K.H. Kimboy Baifei, President of IAC, Dr. Komdon Lisam, and other distinguished persons attended the inaugural function. K.H. Kimboy Baifei spoke about various developmental works taken up by NAB with the aim of eradicating the menace of drugs completely from the state and about the fines and punishment liable to be meted out to any individual who indulges in sale and abuse of drugs under NDPS. Dr. Komdon Lisham spoke about the problems of drugs in Manipur. He narrated how police, along with the people of the state, have adopted wrong methods in trying to deal with the drug problems. He explained how to put an end to the problem in Manipur. A noted film producer, also a writer, Thokchom Thauyamba Maitay of Kongba, has been conferred the Bal Sahitya Puraskar 2015 by Sahitya Academy, New Delhi. The award is conferred for the collection of folk tales book entitled Itasa Pupu Wari Lirage. The book contains altogether 20 stories. In an interview with the ISTV News, Thoktom Thoyamba Maitei expressed profound happiness. The award carries a sum of 50,000 rupees and a memento.
Sahitya Academy na ayakpu Bal Sahitya Puraskar Award pibirakpasi aina ani suba oina phungawari phongdokjariba isusa pupuwari lirage haiba lari asida pibirakpani lairik asi aina sok lising ani taramatoida phongdokjakiba lairik ni.
I'm ready. Teloro. Editor car late. Some say hujik pudi perfectly straight ado kankhar kandadi freezy. Relax. Perfectly straight.
Aina semi anoba sunsil perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kankraba matung daso align straight oina laina bagidamo.
Wow. Hujik su straight oirina.
Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk perfect straight. Lock top you. Rock top you.
And now moving on to some national international news. Attacks by opposition on Bharatiya Janata Party BJP leaders embroiled in the controversy surrounding former Indian Premier League Chief Lalit Modi are growing with each passing day. Questioning Narendra Modi's silence even when names of External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj and Rajasthan Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje have cropped up in the row, Congress leader Jairam Ramesh called the Prime Minister Swami Maunendra. He claimed that there have been 3 lies and 3 cover-ups by BJP and Vasundhara Raje. First, it has been established that fugitive Lalit Modi and Vasundhara Raje are business partners. Second fact, which has been established that fugitive Lalit Modi got rupees 21 crore from Mauritius and invested in Dushyant Singh's company. Third fact, that has been established that Vasundhara Raje signed a 7-page document for UK authorities to abet fugitive Lalit Modi, Jairam Ramesh said. Steered by a young woman, A. Prithi, the first train of the Chennai Metro Rail took off from Alandur station on Monday after being flagged off by Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. The first train, which left at 12:15 p.m. from Alandur to Coimbatore, was driven by a Prithi, a 28-year-old diploma holder in engineering from Government Dharmanbal Polytechnic College in Chennai. The Chief Minister inaugurated it by flagging it off via live video from the State Secretariat. Prithi was trained for a year and a half like others and in Delhi for the purpose. Meanwhile, the sprawling and spanky Alandur metro station, the biggest in Chennai, was brimming with activity with enthusiastic passengers eager to board the first train. The Israeli Navy has intercepted a Gaza-bound vessel sailed by pro-Palestinian activists and diverted it into an Israeli port, the military says. It says it acted in international waters to prevent the intended breach of the maritime blockade imposed since 2007 against the Hamas-run territory. There was no violence as the Navy searched the boat, Israel says. The activist says they wanted to draw attention to the blockade, which Israel says it is a necessary security measure. They said the vessel was carrying humanitarian aid, including medicine and solar panels. The boat intercepted on Monday is believed to be Marian, the lead vessel of a 4-strong flotilla. And before we wind up the top stories once again, if the 22-year-old Manipur Public Libraries Act is not going to be translated into action, it had better be rescinded, asserts Manipur Library Association. Thank you so much for joining with us.